stretch. This is the artwork printed jean. It's another half off sale. This just has boutique written all over it. Unfortunately though, we do not have a lot of these to go around. And if you are unfamiliar with the work of Diane Gilman, she designed for rock stars for years. In fact, she recently even did a Woodstock jean. This is really in the DNA of what she does. So this very, very limited though, so just kind of keep that in mind. Well, our clearance event continues here at HSN. So hundreds of our Bzees are already spoken for. You want yours. This is this ultra comfortable, ultra chic, ultra wearable half off sale on our washable Gladiator. We have the classic navy. We do have it in the lilac, right? And then there's our red. Oh, no scarlet, sorry. We do have black though, correct? And then I don't think, do we have any of the white? The white might be gone too. Oh, we do have white. Okay, the white, by the way, has almost like a silver coloring to it. So if you want to shop early, hundreds of those are already spoken for. All right, we are scooting along. Remember, we are in the home stretch of our clearance, what I call our clearance shopping cart. And that means at 12 midnight, well, right now, if you spend $75 on clearance, you can actually get free shipping once you have spent that $75 threshold. All right, we're gonna get ready to move along. And hey, if you were looking for our Bell & Howell Today's Special, I actually had our last airing last hour, but you're always welcome to look for details on hsn.com in case you missed it. So we might even give you a reminder of that a little bit later on in this hour. Actually, we're gonna start things off with the G by Giuliana jogger in this hour. Oh, thanks, Allison. Here is our Bell & Howell Today's Special. I think, Allison, you said we're over the 17,000 mark on that? Oh, I'm sorry, actually over 18,000 of those spoken for. So if you couldn't get through, it is the first time in 4 years that we've had a Bell & Howell Pest Repelling Today's Special. It's the biggest pack that we've ever offered. There's a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee, and I gotta tell you, at that price, at least try it. It is independently laboratory tested to help repel the rats, the mice, the spiders, and I left out the most important one, the roaches. I'm serious about that. I'm gonna keep this blazer on. I'm kind of liking this blazer. Definitely gonna be shopping for that. All right, so we've got a lot of things to get to, and remember, this is your last hour, where if you spend $75, you can actually get free shipping and handling on any of our clearance items. So whether it's something you see this hour or something on hsn.com, just keep that in mind. We're to start things off in this hour of time together with one of our very own fashion police. That would be G by Giuliana. This is G-Soft. This is one of her newer fabrications that has really kind of taken the network by storm. And it's ultra soft, uber fabulous, and it's a nice way to upgrade that jogger style, that kind of athleisure look that I think we all got very spoiled with and really began to enjoy over this crazy time in history. So Allison, I am gonna see, let's see, oh, perfect. I'll see, okay, we have mid-wash as our first color choice. We have indigo acid washed, and then we also have, okay, wait, all right, black camo, also a clearance price of $34.99. And our most popular so far has been that mid-wash, either extra, extra small through 3X, and we do have petite or our average or our regular inseam. That would make it 25 inches on the inseam or 28 inches on the inseam. All right, Sarah, we were talking about this a little bit earlier, and of course we know and love and adore G by Giuliana. You know, she is the original, one of the original fashion police, but she's also a busy mom, and she's like all of us. She's a woman on the go. She loves her fashion forward ideas, but wants to make them, I think, a lot, much more wearable for us in the real world. And this is almost like a nice tailored jogger, but the fabrication is dynamite, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if you want something that is extremely soft, extremely stretchy, this is a go-to. Her G-Soft fabrication, like you said, Shannon was taking the entire network and her line by storm. I can't get enough of it. It's absolutely wonderful. And you're going to see it on the models here. They just look so chic, so tailored. Every single wash looks like it was perfectly made. It looks like it's perfectly fitted to those models' bodies. Even the black camo that you're seeing here, there's just this little element of elevation. Like I could almost wear that black camo into the workplace. I probably would. It looks so cute. This is my favorite wash that you're seeing right here. I just love the way that the fading is done on the front there. And it's so super soft. To me, it doesn't really look like a jogger. Here's the acid wash, which I think is such a cool, like 80s nod. It's so fun. You're getting a really nice wide cuff there, and the cuff itself also stretches a ton. So if you have a bigger calf or an athletic calf, as you've said, Shannon, this is going to stretch around it wonderfully. And again, we're talking all about the summertime, things that are good now. This fabrication is good right now because it's so lightweight and it's easy. Like we were talking about earlier, you just pull it on and you go. And to me, it really looks like you said a tailored little jogger.
It does indeed. Sorry about that, Sarah. In
Oh
fact, you
yeah,
know what?
you're
If I
good.
could get these one at a time, that'd be great.
Yeah. And I want you to notice the pockets here too. Giuliana is so good about tailoring every little element. I think the pocket placement is perfect. And I think joggers sometimes can add a lot of bulk to our bodies, but because of this G-Soft fabrication, you're going to get something that kind of finds your shape, but it doesn't force your shape into anything because that stretch is just luxurious. It's going to feel amazing when you pull it on, plenty of give over the hips. And I'm a girl who's a little hippie. So when I do a pull on pant, it has to have a lot of stretch. So the DG2 we saw and the G Soft both have that wonderful, wonderful premium soft stretch.
They do indeed. Thanks for buying me some time there, Sarah. See, my crew doesn't,
Sure.
normally I don't even use cards. This is true. I actually usually memorize everything. When I tell you, like everything, it's just, I
Oh.
still remember phone numbers from 30 years ago that I had. However, when it comes to fashion, I'm not that good where I can memorize inseams. I'm
That's a
pretty
lot.
good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
A lot
But
of numbers.
I can't remember all those numbers. So thank you. I was just trying to track down my cards because I didn't want to lead
You're
anybody
good.
astray. So the inseam, thanks again to my producer, Allison. She was guiding me through this. 28 inches on the average and then 25 inches on the petite. It is a lot of modal. And in fact, 25% of this
Hmm.
is modal, which I will tell you, and Sarah, we were talking about this before the show, just how wildly expensive
Yeah.
modal is as a fabrication, and yet it's still easy care, easy wear. I love this because not only am I a woman on the go, I love me an elastic waistband, but this is just a little more tailored, and that's something that you were talking about, Sarah, is it kind of finds your shape. I had like a bunch of appointments yesterday and like a bunch of medical stuff that I was doing, and places where you're not really comfortable, but
Yeah.
I do like to look pulled together, whether it's on an airplane or, you're in and out of doctor's offices or whatever it might be. I don't want to look like I'm wearing my sweatpants all day, although that's kind of what I
Hmm.
want to feel like, I mean, to be honest
Right.
with you. So this is really kind of the best of all worlds. Sarah, I don't know about you, but I also like the idea of how she's done this top stitched waistband. So I would imagine you could easily, whether you're wearing your tank or your t-shirts over this, but it's also the kind of thing where if you wanted to tuck something in, it still looks pretty polished, doesn't it?
Yeah, it really does, especially down to that black camo too. And I'm so impressed by it. But I think it's hard to find a polished jogger. Sometimes we just say, oh, yeah, you can pair your jogger with heels and it looks elevated, but it really doesn't all the time because sometimes they just sag a little too much in the button hips for me. But because of this fabric, the way it just kind of conforms to whatever your shape already is, all of that great stretch, it really does look a little bit elevated and a little polished. I think the little ribbon there, the little tie in the front is smart too, because you're getting a faux The ribbon is just there. It's just there for show because that's, stylistic of a jogger. The little fly in the front is faux, so it's just kind of sitting there, keeping you nice and smooth. And like you said a second ago, Shannon, this is such a nice waistband because it keeps you flat. So if you're wearing maybe a little bit of a tighter tank, or you're wearing, something like you're seeing right here, a little shirt that hits right there at the waistband, nothing is poking out, nothing's sticking into you, nothing's poking into the shirt that you're wearing. It just makes you feel really sleek and pulled together.
It really does. Now remember, this is sized extra, extra small all the way to 3X. And just as a ballpark, when I've tried these on in the past, I typically wear a small or a medium in Giuliana's clothing, although I will say this is a very forgiving fit, so I would probably even be able to go down to a small on this. So don't really obsess too much about it, because it is just like a nice figure flattering jogger. And Sarah, I kind of say that in the famous air quotes, because when that jogger trend really started, I thought, man, that looks great. But again, I don't want to look like I'm wearing my sweatpants all day long. This is like the perfect blend of just enough of that figure skimming elegance, but ultra uber comfortable chic. It's like she just nailed this one, especially with that fabrication, didn't she?
Right, and that's what Giuliana does so well, right? In every piece you see in her line, she really gets the idea. She gets the whole making something that's a classic look so contemporary and so fresh. She gives us that elevated elegance. She gives us that little bit of polish. So no matter what you pair this with, you're gonna look pulled together.
You are indeed. All right, don't hang up. Remember, it's another one of those half off sales, and we never see our G by Giuliana going on sale. We do now. Here's another thing that we don't see anywhere else. Beautyrest, I know a lot of us recognize that name from that leading mattress manufacturer. Well, now they have branched off into loungewear, and this is something that they're doing, well, I guess for us now, and only as long as supplies last, and it is a set. So it has that nice kind of quilted look to it with the kangaroo pocket, which is functional if you want to go ahead and, almost like you keep your little hands warm at night, why not? But it's still a weight that, like, say you are on vacation, I'd like to crank that air conditioning no matter what the season is. So we do have it, Allison. Okay, 26.5 inches in the length and 29 inches on the pant. This is what we're calling red, although I will say it's more of a wine color. This is oatmeal, almost like a heathered oatmeal. And that is the charcoal, which is a beautiful gray. That's actually a really good way to show off that kind of quilted look. So small through 3X. Sarah, let's be honest. I mean, even before this weird time in history, I love me a good loungewear set. I mean, this is hard to say no to at this price, isn't it?
It's true. And because you're getting two pieces of one, you're getting something that's a complete look. And Shannon, I love a set. When it comes to loungewear, when it comes to pajamas, when it comes to comfort, I like having a matching top and a matching bottom, because when I don't have that, I'm grabbing like an icky ratty t-shirt and some icky ratty shorts, and they just don't match. And I don't really feel like pulled together. I'm not really the best version of myself, I guess. But this looks so pulled together that I wouldn't mind waking up and taking photos in this Christmas morning. So maybe you want to get a couple sets for that season now. Or I wouldn't mind wearing this on vacation in front of family members. With someone like you, Shannon, that cranks the AC all the time, I need things like this because I'm not good with so much AC. So I'm always bundling up in the summertime when that AC is cranked. And to me, this is also something you can have now because of that. I like that you're seeing the quilting detail here too. I think it's so cute that you're getting that quilted look on top and in the pocket. And then I actually think in the pants here too, you get a little bit of that quilting knot as well, that little design. It just looks so super cute. And the other thing I love about having a set like this, Shannon, is it's so giftable to me. What a cute little gift to give to someone. Maybe someone, just went through a tough time in their health, or maybe they're about to have a baby, or, maybe they've moved recently and you just want them to feel happy and comfortable and pulled together when they're feeling their most comfiest. I think it's a perfect gift.
Yeah, it really is. And I have to say, now, I love the jogger that Giuliana did at that, especially at that clearance price. But I got to be honest with you, I would wear this loungewear top as a top. I really would. I wouldn't
Oh, yeah.
necessarily, you know, just because I can see pulling this, you know, even the top portion on in a movie theater, in a restaurant,
Hmm.
even at an outdoor sporting event or a concert when it does get a little crisp at night. I think it still looks pretty polished, even though it is classified as loungewear. And I will tell you,
Hmm.
it's really nice and soft. It's finished off beautifully on the inside, where it just kisses that skin with a little bit of additional softness and comfort. So it's not overly weighty. It's not something that you feel like, oh, this is only for the fall and winter season. It's a nice,
Right.
and to my own opinion, I still think it's a 12 months out of the year weight. I'm not telling you you're gonna go running around in the midst of July and August outside in this, but it is the kind of piece, but I think that with the top in particular, it's maybe something that you even would keep with you in the back seat of your car or travel with on your
Hmm.
carry-on to slip on easily when things do get a little crisp and a little, you know, cooler. And there is something about this. It's just like a hug or a caress, isn't it, Sarah? Where it's just like, you know, doggone it,
Hmm.
I just want to feel comforted. I just want to feel cozy. I'm going to curl up with a good book. I'm going to do my chick flicks. I'm going to do my
Oh, yeah.
Netflix streaming. This is that ultimate Sunday afternoon, Sunday night. I'm just taking it easy breezy look, isn't it?
Absolutely. And I love what you said about it not being too thick, too, because normally I would, if I'm grabbing something that kind of has that sweatshirt feel, it's so thick, right? Or it's lined in fleece or something. So it's a little too much. But I think this is just perfect because, if I didn't have something like this, I'd have maybe a tank top on and a t-shirt and I'd still pull something over my shoulders because I'd be too cold because of that AC cranking. But I love the texture of this. I love the feel of this, that little bit of a brushed feel on the interior. And it's lightweight, like you said, which is the most important thing to remember. I also think that that cute quilted texture is the thing that elevates this. So I was already seeing myself with the gray set because I think that color gray is so gorgeous. And I would totally take the top of that and use it as like an elevated sweatshirt style that's not too thick. I totally
Yeah.
pair that with my favorite jeans. Maybe in the fall time, I'd wear my little ankle boot or my little calf boot with it. The quilted look is just so lush and perfect.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's so funny. We are definitely birds of a feather. The gray is the one that I've got my eyes on too, because
I
I think
love
that's
it.
such a
Yeah.
pretty gray. Love the
Hmm.
finishing work on the pant as well. And remember, the inseam on that is 29 inches on the pant and then 26.5 inches on the top. This is the charcoal, of course. There is what we're calling red, but it is more of like a sangria or a Merlot or kind of like a wine type red. And then this is our oatmeal, and that's kind of like a heathered oatmeal. So that has a really kind of luxe lady look to me, even though it is quote
Yes.
unquote loungewear. I would absolutely wear that top, Sarah, as you said too, just as a little topper when you are going out, when you're in that crowd, when you're in that outdoor concert, when you're indoors at that restaurant or that movie theater, wherever the air conditioning
Hmm.
is maybe making you a little cool. You wear something, that little tank top during the day, and then you want that little cover up at night. This is going to be perfect for you. It's also nice too because with that uber soft fabric, you can kind of ruche up those sleeves very easily. But Sarah, it's kind of nice having pieces like this where we don't have to just save them for the holiday season or for the fall or for the winter. I mean, to me, this is something, whether you are using it as just like nice little loungewear, like I said, for that Netflix night or that lazy Saturday or
Hmm.
Sunday night. Ultimate giftable though, because everybody wants to feel cozy and comfort. When you get it for a half off sale, it's kind of hard to say no to, isn't it?
Absolutely. One of my favorite gifts to give to my girlfriends is something spa related or something that's all about me, whether it's like skincare or a mask or a new little hand cream. But I always try to pair it with something lush too. So this would be the perfect set for me to pair with something like that, or just give this alone as a gift. Because it does just kind of signal to you, hey, it's about me now. I'm taking some time for myself. I'm taking some time to relax. But hey, if I forgot that it's morning time and I need to go get that orange juice and eggs, you know what, Shannon? I wouldn't even mind wearing this out of the house because it just has that little look of elevation of easy in, easy out of the gas station or grocery store. You know, I still feel a little put together because, again, it is a matching set. And I think that's really important to remember.
It is, and I know I was just showing you the finishing work on the pant as well. Kind of a nice, easy fit there with really a nice top-stitched waistband, a little drawstring as well. Love, love, love the pockets. I'm forever looking for loungewear that have pockets. I don't know what it is, that if it's a conspiracy designed against me or something, that a lot of the loungewear I find don't have pockets, and I'm like, I want a pocket in my loungewear. And this is a perfect way for you to get that comfy, that cozy, that clearance item that whether it's for yourself or whether it's for a gift, you will love, love, love to curl up in this. I say 12 months out of the year, but especially for this price, take advantage of it. And I would say too, it's definitely ordered true to size. It's, I would say true to size, although it's more of an easy fit. But Sarah, I don't know about you, but once more, I like kind of that loungewear pant where you're not swimming in fabric, but it's not so tight that you're gonna be uncomfortable no matter what you choose to do with it, right?
Right. And I think that's a testament to Beautyrest itself. You know, they not only make quality, comfortable mattresses, you've seen them all over the place with that, but now that they're bringing us a beautiful loungewear set, you're thinking comfort and you're thinking quality. And the tailoring aspect of the pants, it's true, Shannon, it's not overly bulky. And I also like that the pants are a little bit of a different fabrication than the thickness of the top, but overall, it's still a very lightweight set that, like you said, you can wear seasons round.
You can indeed, and everybody is loving our gray, Sarah. That's my pick. I'm telling you, love that it's gray. All right, well, we are continuing with our clearance here at HSN. It's a semi-annual clearance. We do it only twice a year. And remember, this is the last hour where that shopping cart is open for business. You spend $75 and then you'll get free shipping on all of your clearance. This is a big one. This was actually a price reduction that they took right before my show, as a matter of fact. And it's a sorry, I'm on the wrong side. So we're doing the jean first, and then we'll talk about that too for that great topper from Iman. And this has already sold out in the straight leg. I think that is completely gone. Okay, so in the skinny only, better than a half off sale at $19.99, 3 flexible payments of $6.66, and just the 2 colors, correct, Allison? Mostly in the gray, I believe. So we're calling this frost gray. Oh, okay, perfect. This is, or the washed gray in that skinny. And then I think we have, petite only in the black. So petite only in the black. Although, girls, I'll just tell you, even if you're a little bit on the taller side like I am, well, I wouldn't say that I'm tall, but I'm 5'8". I do petite lengths in Iman's jeans to wear it as more of an ankle, and when I want to wear it with a heel. So, and that's actually one of the things that I know Iman talks about as well. So, Sarah, one of the things that we've been talking about throughout the show is how we just really, we want to look polished, we want to look put together. This has a little secret, and actually, you know what, guys, when Sarah goes through some of the details, I'm going to turn it inside out so you can get a better shot of that. But this is actually that slimming secret that she's famous for, isn't it?
Yes, her 360 slimming secret. So as you can see in the video here, you're seeing highlighted a black panel. What that is a power mesh. It's very silky, very smooth. And the other thing is you don't even see it when you have the jean on, but it just gives you a little extra added layer to help just hug you a little bit, helps hold you in. So then you don't get like any weird lines from the waistband. It just makes it super comfortable and super easy. Also in the front there, it's very, very flat. You have a little tiny coin pocket, but the main pockets there in the front are fake. You're getting a zip fly button closure, but then you're getting that secret panel the entire way around the pant, which just helps it to fit really nicely when it hits at the natural waistline or a little below. You're getting ultimate shaping, and it's a secret, right? It's the Iman's 360 secret sculpt. 360 because it does go the entire way around the jean, even just a little bit in the back there by the tag, so that again you get a perfectly fitting waistband and nothing's poking you or digging into you at all, Shannon.
It's so true. Sarah, I'll just show everybody what you were talking about. It's just a little bit
Yeah.
of that secret slim in the back. So sometimes that, especially if you don't like waistbands to gape or, you know, kind of bunch up in the back, this also helps everything fit really nice and clean and even and flat. And then there's that 360-degree secret in the front. So it doesn't add weight to the jean or warmth to the jean as much as it adds natural shape to the jean. And even though the black is available in the petite only, I'll turn that gray back outside again in just a moment. I just wanted you to see that. Iman is really, really famous for the tailoring of her jeans. And that's one of the things that I think makes them so special. And Sarah, we were talking about, okay, so in our real life, what do we choose? What do we shop for? And you and I, again, we are birds of a feather. It's like, oh, in my real life, this is what I wear. This is what I love. In my real life, I love my DG2. But there is something about Iman's pants. I remember when I first started working with her, I didn't realize that celebrities actually take their jeans to tailors and then the tailors cut them all up and then they re-stitch them. And that's how she bases these designs. I'd never heard of anything like that. Had you?
No, I hadn't until her either, until she started talking about how she would get every little thing fitted to her, especially her pants, especially her denim. And I just never thought to tailor my denim, right? But because of all the times that she did it for herself, she thought about those tailoring aspects for you. So those aspects are built into every pair of her pants, her denims, and she has many here at HSN. But I must say, Shannon, that if I own the most of any pant at HSN, it actually is Iman. And I love my DG2. I love all the brands. I love my Giuliana. But for some reason, it happened to store a lot of Iman pants, whether they're leggings or jeans. But I think it's partly because of that 360 slimming thing, because I know I have a little bit of a pooch, a little bit of a belly. And if I don't have an extra layer there kind of covering it, I feel a little bit uncomfortable. But having that extra panel there in the front and you don't even see it, you don't feel it, it just helps me feel a little bit more pulled together there in that area. And I also want to point out that the weight of her pants is really, really light as well. So again, we're talking about, is this right for us now? And the answer is yes. This Iman 360 sculpt jean, the weight is so perfect. There's a tailoring aspect there. Yeah, that little side gusset, it kind of helps to draw the eye into the thigh,
It
right? When you
does.
turn to the side. And I have a pretty wide side thigh, I must say, and that's fine. I love it. But I like that seaming there because it just gives you that little dip, draws the eye in. And then if you could turn it around to the back, Shannon, I love her booty design. I
Me
think
too.
that where she has the yoke, it curves like ever so slightly, dips down. Yeah, it really makes your rump look beautiful. So I really love all that design there.
Me too. Those, I'm with you. I think those are my two favorite design features. It gives you, she always calls it putting your booty on a shelf or like on a pedestal. And
Oh,
it
yeah.
really does. It elevates that. And Sarah, I've also found that this pocket size and placement is really kind of unique to her too, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I think also you notice the pockets, how they kind of angle a little bit
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
just a little bit like a little baby trapezoid. To me, that's really flattering as well because it's drawing the eyes down to the tip. And how they're really close to that center seam, I think is important as well because you're getting the gusset cutting in on the side. The pockets are a little closer into the center seam. So it's drawing the eyes inward. So rather than having something looking super wide and super out there, super disproportional, you're getting something that's beautifully on a pedestal and super proportional.
You really are. Now, remember, on the black, we have it in petite only. And as a reference point, like I said, I'm 5'8", so I would do that black. And actually, I might do the black in this show because the petite is actually a 27-inch inseam. And for me, that is like the perfect, like, skimmer or ankle pant.
Yeah.
So even if you're, you know, on the slightly taller side, just consider that. I mean, don't completely, you know, discount petite if you're looking for something that I guess would be kind of like a, you know, like I said, like an ankle or a skimmer length. You could do that easily. And then I think I'll have to double check with my producer, Allison, on whether or not we have the average and the tall in that gray. We may or may not, but Oh, we do, okay. So on the gray, which is that beautiful neutral palette, we do have it in both the average, the petite, and the tall. So order true to size on that, but remember, it is clearance priced at $19.99, and that 3 flex pays of $6.66 to get it at home. We are in the home stretch of our clearance event, and that means spend $75, and then you get free shipping once you have spent $75 on that clearance. So just kind of keep that in mind, because at 12 midnight, you know what else happens? We re-energize ourselves. We re-energize our skin. This is one of my personal favorites. And of course, we're talking about Lancôme. That is a before and after worth staying up for, I'll tell you that. It is a huge, huge, huge value. In fact, I think the value of the package is inching toward $300. I think it's like $267. I can't tell you the price, but you're gonna love it. But you're gonna love it. Bobby's gonna be coming up with Lancôme. This is actually what I was jumping into a little bit earlier, and this is, well, it's a twofer. So for $24.99, it is your Global Chic, this is from Iman again, your reversible print solid topper, and this is one I have to get my hands on. So this is, Mark, I'm just gonna cross, or should I go around in the back? I just wanna, okay, I'll go around through the back, because it is really a 2-in-1. I think we're calling this blue floral. I believe we are calling this green floral. And I think, is this natural? Natural animal. Now on the blue floral, it reverses to a solid red. On the green floral, it reverses to a solid navy. That is actually your best bet. And Iman is really known for her greens. By the way, as an aside, one of my favorite color combinations is green with gray. I love that. I mean, that just shows you how neutral that palette is. Also, I love navy with gray too. Just another plug for that gray. But by the way, notice how well the neutral or that natural animal goes as well. And that's the one that reverses to a solid black. So I was talking when we had the Beautyrest loungewear set about how nice it is to just have some kind of cover up. This is the ultimate cover-up because you could take this with on vacation. It is wrinkle resistant, so resists that pilling, resists any fading or shredding or pilling rather, and you don't have to worry about it, especially for those of us out there who are kind of wash and wear girls, but you want something that has kind of that finishing piece. Sarah, when I look at this, it really reminds me of that third piece that a stylist would give to you, where you've got the tank, where you've got the t-shirt, where you've got that simple little scoop neck, and then pow and pizzam, you put this on and it becomes a wow, doesn't it?
Oh yes, this is a showstopper, Shannon. It really is a wow, and I love that it's 2-in-1. So like you mentioned a second ago, this would be great for travel. This would be great for vacation, for a cruise, because all you got to do is flip it around, you get a whole new look. And you're right, the fabrication is wonderful. It resists pilling. It's machine washable. It's great. But I think that Iman is so good when it comes to prints and when it comes to color. She gives so much life into every one of her pieces and garments. And then she gives you that life as well to wear. It really makes me happy. I smiled so much when I saw the one we're seeing now with that little red piping, which is just a peekaboo to what the other side looks like. But then that red carries over into the beautiful hibiscus print there. I just think it's imaginative, it's fun, again, makes me smile, and matches back to so many things. You're also getting that great side slit there. So it gives plenty of room for the hip and thigh area. This is something really comfortable. And Shannon, another thing I love about this so much is the length. It gives you a little bit of booty coverage in the back too. So if you want to wear this with something a little bit tighter of a pant, I think it balances beautifully. The arm gives you plenty of room here in this area. And then the sleeves too are a really nice length. And if you want them shorter, you can fold them up a little bit to maybe more of a 3/4 length.
Absolutely. In fact,
it looks great.
And I gotta say, oh man, I am loving this. This feels so good.
So pretty.
I mean, because I'm a sucker for kimono. I'll just tell you that. I mean, I
me too.
love kind of that kimono kind of look, that kind of boho chic, sort of artsy. This is very, very chic, very, very upscale without trying too hard. And that's one of the things that I think Iman just really nails and does better than anybody. I really do like to mix my prints. Now, I'm not so sure I do tie-dye with the floral, but I say, why not? I mean, bring it on. I mean, bring it on. This feels so good, though, and those pockets are just kind of like a nice little finishing element as well. The green floral that I'm sharing with you is the best bet in terms of sizing. There's the blue floral that reverses to the red, and then that natural animal reverses to the black. All right, we are moving from our Iman to our MarlaWynne collection with more clearance. Remember, that shopping cart closes at midnight. We've got more along the way. Stay tuned.
Are you looking for unique finds that define your personal style? The List is your go-to guide for our favorite fashion and accessory finds of the week. Join us every Thursday at 9 p.m. to see what made the list.
We're kicking off HSN's 45th birthday month with a star-spangled bang and a weekend's worth of savings during our July 4th celebration. Top brands and new summer finds up to 30% off. Save big on this must-have Wonderfold utility wagon. Make cleaning a breeze with an iRobot E5 vacuum. Then soak up the sun on this Get Floaty giant unicorn. Plus, we're celebrating with Buy Flex Pay on everything. Don't miss all the fun because 2 birthdays are better than 1. Starts Friday. Get the best deals on the things you love with the HSN card. As an HSN card VIP, you'll get all kinds of perks like VIP financing on so many items, plus extra flex on every item under $399 all day, every day, and at least 8 VIP savings events a year. Includes fraud protection and there's no annual fee. Apply now and instantly get $40 off when you're approved. Call 1-800-695-1418 or visit hsn.com/HSN card. We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900.
Well, welcome into HSN. You know what's happening behind the scenes? I put this MarlaWynne topper on. Then my producer and friend Allison, she's like, oh, I'm getting these pants. Then I'm looking at the top that we have coming up. We love a sale. We love a sale. And this is the last 30 minutes where our clearance shopping cart is open, where if you spend $75, then you're going to get free shipping on all your clearance. Once you've hit that $75 threshold, then you get that free shipping on your clearance. Of course, even though we're saying clearance, everything still has that unconditional 30-day return policy. So it's not one of those all sales final things. I mean, no downside to at least, having some fun, doing a little shopping tonight. Well, we've moved along. We've actually kind of followed a little fashion trail through all of our top designers here at HSN. And now we have landed on Wynne. Marla Ginsburg, of course, the Wynne Layers collection is like the next evolution of her upscale boutique, really couture-inspired fashions that she does with her own personal stamp and flair and finesse. Elevated quality for sure, and I will say this, Marla's pieces never go on clearance, and for those of us out there who love and watch her shows, we know that's really true. So it's outrageous to see this luxe crepe in that wide leg palazzo done for this kind of clearance price. So you choose it in the Canyon Rose. We also have it in the Fern. This would be, now we're calling this cream, I believe, but it is, or no, we're calling that sand. I think I'm saying that correctly. That's the sand, I believe, because that is more of like a taupey or a mushroom. So that would be your sand. And then Fern would be the green. Canyon Rose is that beautiful, oh wow, only 50 of that Canyon Rose. But we do have all sizes, and there's that black. That is the one I am getting for myself tonight. My friend Sarah has been along for the fashion party for the last hour or so. And Sarah, it's fun for me to not only see and have you back on the air with fashion, but you know, for any woman who might be discovering HSN for the very first time, this is a perfect place to put your toe in the water, because there is something that is so uber chic about a wider leg or a palazzo. To me, it kind of speaks of old Hollywood and that graceful period in history. But let's just talk about the quality of MarlaWynne products as well. So her items typically never, ever, ever go on sale. So this is absolutely the best of all worlds, isn't it?
Yes, it is, Shannon. And I have to tell you a story. When I was reviewing my notes for the show tonight, I got kind of caught up on the HSN app because, like we talked about earlier, MarlaWynne stuff is like never on clearance. And her fabrics are amazing. Everything I've ever had of MarlaWynne, it lasts and lasts and lasts, because she's like our top-notch creme de la creme line that we have here. So she uses very expensive, luxurious fabric. So when it's on clearance, you got to get some. So anyway, I'm shopping on the HSN app. I come to these pants and I'm like, okay, so I know I'm getting the black, because look how flattering they are. They're a wide leg palazzo, glamorous, old nod to Hollywood, but they almost have a little bit of a flare at the bottom. So I not only got the black, Shannon, I also got the Canyon Rose, because I think it's a gorgeous color. And Marla said, when she first presented these pants, you know, use this to start building your MarlaWynne wardrobe. And I said, okay. So then I just got in this rut of looking at everything that was on MarlaWynne clearance, and I ended up filling my whole cart full of MarlaWynne stuff to get the free shipping. And I paired back like so many of her tops and chiffon toppers to these pants, because they're just that good, Shannon. Her stuff is so good.
Okay, Sarah, you know what? And it's, I know I'm gonna get in trouble, but I'm shopping. So I'm like, okay, I gotta
You
get
have
the
to,
black.
because it ends soon, and I was worried for you.
I know, right?
Because for real, before the show started, I was like, okay, I had an updated card. I had to redo the card. I was like, I am submitting this order before I got on air, because I know all our friends out there are going to be taking stuff before I can get to it. So I had to get my order in, Shannon. So
it's so true. I mean, we are shopping together. Oh my gosh, that is a great price. I mean, again, I never, ever see Marla's pieces on sale. I'm getting, well, actually, I'm probably going to get the 3 colors. I think I'm going to do that fern. That's like the olive. And then, of course, we've got that sand. And well, the black was the first one that I put in my shopping cart. Hey, by the way, this is just a real quick mention for us. It is the ribbed jacquard knit ottoman jacket. This is a classic silhouette from Marla. And Sarah, it's nice because this is that finishing piece, of course. So this is the blue. Is that fern? Oh, sage. We're calling it sage this time. And white heathered gray. Light heathered gray, but it is like a marled gray, if you will. Clearance price, that's another half off sale, basically at $59.99, and then 3 flex pays a $20 bill. That light heathered gray is the most popular, and we have only 100. And Sarah, don't you think for the woman who's discovering MarlaWynne, this is kind of that classic silhouette from her, isn't it?
Yeah, I feel like this silhouette in a topper is like so iconic of her line that we have here at HSN. And you'll see, as you peruse MarlaWynne fashions, you'll see the silhouette a lot. So this is the perfect time to get that classic MarlaWynne silhouette home. And you know, one of the reasons she loves doing so many tops in this silhouette is because she designs the lines in a way where they collapse into your shape. It finds your shape. So it doesn't matter how big you are on top, if you're an hourglass, if you're a pear, if you're an apple, if you're a little rounder, the way this lays on your body is so forgiving, and it still makes you look so put together and chic. From the way the sleeves hit you to the easy little toggle closure at the neckline. That's all it is, just one little baby toggle. It's just a fabulous coat.
Okay, Sarah, now I've got to stop. I had to hide my phone from myself because I'm like, oh, this would be...
These are good too. I put this in my cart too.
I mean, seriously. So actually, if you're still calling, let me just give you the length on that jacket. That jacket is 28 inches in the length, FYI, with a little bit of an oversized fit to it. So if you were still calling or trying to get through on our Luxe Layers pant, hello, we're gonna completely top out your outfit, whether you're doing a little contrast, love that. Love it with the ivory. That's with that fern.
That's pretty.
And then, let me grab that canyon rose. I mean, that canyon rose, well, actually, that's almost gone. Let me grab the—
I love the canyon rose.
There's that, so is the sand, I think we do still have a few, correct? Okay, so the sand, I even lucked that with
I like
black. Very nice. All right, Sarah, I'm gonna turn you loose because I've got some shopping to do.
I know, it's insane.
Seriously,
There's so
right?
many good
Let's
things.
do the colors real quickly though. So this is sage, this is storm blue, this is almond, creme fraiche. Yep, creme fraiche. I put creme fraiche in my scrambled eggs because I was fancy.
Ooh. Very fancy.
And then there is our black. So Sarah, it's so funny. I'm going to be perfectly honest about this. When we were talking about the show and I was looking up the items on hsn.com as well, I just saw the picture of it. I did not see it in movement. I did see it in person. I hesitate to say that it doesn't really have the hanger appeal that it deserves, but you kind of need to see it on. This is one that I would kind of say you kind of have to get it at home. You kind of have to put it on because when you see it on a hanger, it's like, okay, I get the concept of it. It's when you put it on that it kind of comes to life, don't you think?
Yeah, exactly. So here you're seeing it beautifully styled. Think about having the perfect mixture between like a relaxed top with your bottoms and then the perfect long sleeve tee. So you're getting all that arm coverage there, keep a little bit of the warmth in, but even the shoulder itself, it's a little bit dropped there. So it gives you extra room in that upper arm area. But the really high point of this top is that gathered bottom there. You're getting something that moves with you, it stretches, but it also helps to camouflage that little midsection of you. But the way it hangs, and again, Marla uses the best fabrications. This is done in her Luxe crepe. The way that it kind of finds your shape is just done so beautifully because of those luxurious, high-end, expensive fabrics. So the price on this is crazy because it's a beautiful top that you can wear many seasons in and out. And whether it's under a jacket or worn alone, like you're seeing here, it's really a great piece. And I want to point out the Luxe crepe fabric is one of her top-selling fabrics in her line, and it's the same fabric as the pants that we just saw. So it's something that gives you a beautiful weight. It's substantial, but it feels really smooth on the body. It breathes wonderfully. So this top in itself is great, alone or paired back with those pants. There's also a jogger that matches this perfectly. And if you just look at the colors, the sage or the canyon rose or the creme de whatever you put in your eggs there, Shannon, you can find other pieces in MarlaWynne's line that match back perfectly to the tee.
Well, here's the thing. If you're, it's funny because we didn't call the greens the same color of the greens. So this is the fern, but we're calling like what I would say the companion top in sage. So if there's ever any question, go to hsn.com. But Sarah's right, it works back beautifully to those luxe layers, that crepe that we had in the pant. Remember, our shopping cart is closing at midnight where you spend $75 on your clearance and then you get free shipping. By the way, now outside of that clearance shopping cart, because remember it's at today's special price, we have our Bell & Howell today's special, and with tens of thousands, actually we're getting pretty close to 20,000 spoken for. Just so you realize, this is the biggest pack that we have ever offered for the best price. It has been 4 years since we've had a Bell & Howell ultrasonic pest repeller. I can tell you for a fact, I have spent more money for even like a 6-pack here at HSN. So you're getting not only the micro units, you're getting one with the outlet, you're getting one with the nightlight, but the big thing is it will help laboratory testing to help repel spiders, roaches, mice, and rats. And that is without chemicals, that's without carcasses, that's without traps, that's without poisons, that's with zero downside. Zero downside. You literally just plug this in and let it do its thing. It's pretty amazing. So that's our today's special that is over at midnight. And then at midnight, a brand new today's special with Miss Bobby. And it's gonna be a big one. We are going to re-energize your skin. That's a little hint. It's almost a $300 value. And I can't tell you the price, but you're not gonna believe it. So Bobby is gonna be coming up with Lancôme at 12 midnight. In the meantime, there were hundreds of you that pre-ordered on this, and this is a brand that I am absolutely in love with. This is Bzees, and I love a Gladiator, but frankly, I don't have the patience or the dexterity to bend over and lace up all those straps and get those things on like I used to. But we all love that fashion-forward style. The Gladiator is really kind of something that never really goes out of style. But how would you like one that you just slip into that gives you really memory cloud comfort and is even machine washable? So that is the white. Now you'll notice that the white is not an optic white. It's really kind of like a soft silvery gray, which I personally love. It's like a pale or like a silvery gray. Your black really is a nice deep black. This is our lilac. I love purples, and it really is like a nice dusty lilac. And that is your best bet. And then we have the navy, which is a true navy and has a nice round toe to it. But Sarah, when we were talking before the show, it's so funny. We were fangirling over the same stuff. It's like, oh, I love my DG2. I love, you know, my Iman jeans. But Bzees, you were telling me you live in, even when you're not in the air here at HSN, right?
Oh yeah, my feet are so gross. They're so horrible. I have such bad foot pain, and I'm only 37 years old. So I gravitate towards these brands that specialize in foot comfort. And Bzees is one I gravitated to from the first day I met Bzees. And I've been eyeing the sandal up literally all year. And I don't know why I haven't bought it yet, but I'll tell you tonight, I submitted my cart order on the app. I have the black, finally. And you know, I always wanted the perfect walking sandal. I wanted a sandal that, you know, had that cute summer appeal, but something that could live with me all day long, whether I was on vacation sightseeing or maybe in a theme park or just running errands and walking really fast into stores. I didn't always want to be in sneakers, but for my feet being so like, it's just so painful all the time, I wanted something different. So I went to Bzees. I have many different styles of Bzees. This is the first time I've bought the Gladiator, and I love it so much because they style all their footbeds. Well, most of their footbeds in their styles are all the same with that free foam footbed. They have like 4 different layers there. So it helps to soften the impact when you walk. The other thing to point out about this Gladiator is sometimes the back can like dig into you. And that's why I've always strayed from Gladiators in the past. It's always like a really tough leather, you know, backing, and it digs into the back of my heel, and I get blisters all the time from things like that. But you'll notice on the back of these, Shannon, not only do they stretch in that cage area, there's this wonderful padding right there. These never, ever dig into the back of you. I think these are easy to wear right out of the box. You don't have to break them in. They're just that comfortable. I could cry. I literally love this brand so much. They have saved my feet so many times, Shannon.
Well, they really have. And, you know, just, you know, I'm not telling any tales that's not true for most women. My feet swell at night. I mean, they really do, especially, and it's funny because I don't think there's any give whether you sit a lot or whether you have to stand a lot. If you have to stand a lot, I mean, it's your feet are fighting gravity, and it's probably because I was a runner for years. I've got bunions. I mean, my feet.
Me too.
Are right, and so especially with a Gladiator, I typically have loved this style but haven't been able to wear them because there typically isn't like a lot of give. That's why I was kind of showing that movement, even around what would be that, if you got like a little wonky toe, if you do have a bunion, I mean, don't worry about it. I mean, to me, I mean, if your feet swell at night like mine do, again, don't worry about it because these do have that movement to it. Love that kind of little heel cup design that caresses your heel but doesn't chafe and kind of grab at that heel area. And Sarah, I'm sure you love the same things about Bzees that I do. I mean, all of my girlfriends are boy moms, except for my friend Allison. She's a girl mom, and I got to tell you, stinky little boys or stinky little girls, we all have stinky little feet, and it's nice to be able to throw these in the washer, no matter what time of year it is, because our feet sweat. I mean, let's be honest. So they're easy to care for, but it's amazing how lightweight they are when you travel too, isn't it?
It's crazy. And this can cross so many different outfits for you. So these are so easy to carry into even your personal item on a plane because they're that lightweight, or the little carry on, or your bigger luggage. This is that go to pair that you can always throw in as an extra because it is so lightweight. I don't think I've ever worn anything more lightweight on my feet that's that great for my feet. I don't know how they do it. But something they do like to talk about at Bzees are the air infused outsoles. Like I mentioned, the insole of this has about 4 different layers going on. One is the free foam footbed, which is the softest part. Then there's another matting layer. Then there's the air infused outsoles. So it really is like you're stepping on clouds. I think they like to say with every step. I've never felt anything so ultimately cushy. And this is a sandal I could wear all day long. So yeah, Shannon, at the end of the day, when it's summer outside and I'm sweating, my feet are sweating, they're swelling. Exactly. You can machine wash these, which is one of the wonderful features about all Bzees footwear is you throw them in the wash and then they're fresh and ready to go.
They are indeed. Hey, by the way, just a quick little programming note. If you saw that little Christmas ornamental bulb in the corner of your screen, we're starting a big Christmas in July event on hsn.com. But I actually have Crazy for Christmas on Friday. I do. In fact, that's what I was doing in the kitchen. I was doing like a little Christmas appetizer recipe that actually works for the 4th of July as well. So if you love what we do for Christmas here at HSN, Friday night at 7 o'clock, I'll be crazy for Christmas. Well, you're going to be crazy for Bzees, and we're all crazy for clearance here at HSN. Remember, our shopping cart closes at midnight, that clearance shopping cart, where once you've spent $75 on our clearance, then you get free shipping. So once you've spent $75 on our clearance, you get free shipping. So if you're getting a couple pairs of these, which I would really encourage you to do, if only because you get a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. So get them at home, try them on, and wear them. Just to give you a little height on the heel, they are saying that is a 2-inch molded wedge heel. That is a 2-inch. So, Sarah, that's the other thing that I like is, it's not like wearing a heel, but I don't, especially when I'm wearing shorts or a skirt or even like a mid-calf length dress, I like to have just a little bit of a heel. And this is kind of that perfect blend and that perfect height, isn't it?
It really is. And when you see that 2-inch heel there, notice the platform in the front too. So it's kind of taking almost a ½ inch off of that 2-inch heel. So you really don't feel like you're in a heel. But like you said, Shannon, having that little bit of elevation in the back, one of the reasons that women always look so great in a heel is because it causes us to balance. It causes us to kind of stay a little more upright. It causes our posture to be better. And to me, ultimately, it makes our legs look more toned because we're kind of balancing those things. So imagine getting all of those aspects in something that's so super comfortable, a heel that's there, but then again, barely there. You're not feeling it. It's just that extra little bit of platform. And I think the more you have back there in the back of the heel, wherever you're striking the ground, the heel strike is a big thing. You'll know as a runner, that's when you start getting all those foot problems if you don't have the right comfortability back there and the right structure. So I think Bzees does it beautifully, cupping the heel a little bit, but then giving you all of that impact back there that's super squishy on your feet. It really feels amazing.
It does indeed. Now that lilac is very limited, as is our white. And remember, the white is not an optic white. It is more of like a dove or a silvery gray. Your best bet in terms of options on sizing, and I always go true to size in Bzees. I'm a size 10, and I've never wavered from that. I've never had a problem like, oh, that didn't fit like a 10. I mean, at least for me, I've always found these to fit really, really true to size. The navy or the black are your best options, and I have to say, it is really, really hard, I think, to find a navy shoe, and that is a true navy.
Yeah.
And Sarah, I gotta tell you, I can see why you and I have had these on our wish list. It's hard to find a gladiator that's comfortable. That's almost like those two things usually don't go together, right?
Exactly. I know every other gladiator I've had up until the Bzees, I can't deal with because like I said earlier, it digs into the back of your foot or there's just not enough padding on the bottom. But these feel amazing the way it just cups your foot, cups the heel. You're not going to fall out of the shoe because you're getting that stretch in that cage area. It really holds your foot in place.
It does indeed. Well, hopefully you can take advantage of that clearance pricing. Remember, order true to size, machine washable, that great kind of comfort or cloud throughout the entire shoe. Sarah, you have been awesome tonight. I am so glad I got to see you, but actually spend some time with you and not just loving you from afar. So thank you for your help tonight.
Oh my gosh, Shannon, I've loved every moment of it. You're wonderful, and this was a great end to my evening. So thank you so much, and happy shopping, y'all.
Oh, thank you, Sarah. Love having you here. And we love our clearance. So hopefully you're still calling on that or at any of the items that we had over the last couple of hours. Remember that clearance shopping cart is closing. Spend $75, then you get that free shipping. And then you're also welcome to call back if you get in the ordering process before 12 midnight when you see Bobby with that brand new Lancôme Today's Special. You can still get our best buy ever, best buy in history on those ultrasonic pest repellers from Bell & Howell. So don't hang up on your Bzees. Remember, those are also that clearance price and qualify for that shopping cart. And if you're in the mood for a little Christmas, are you on the naughty or the nice list? I think you know which one I am. Maybe I'll fool Santa and actually not get coal in my stocking this year. But I will have 2 hours of Crazy for Christmas starting at 7 o'clock on Friday. In the meantime, my friend Bobby, it is like Christmas. We love Lancôme. Hey, Bobby.
Hi, Shannon. Yes, we do. And you know, happiness is the ultimate form of beauty, isn't it? And for over 85 years, Lancôme has been all about French elegance and authenticity and innovation. Well, tonight, it is all about Renergy. Renergy happens to be the #1 anti-aging franchise for Lancôme for over 30 years worldwide. Well, get ready, because you are going to enjoy the biggest value that we have ever offered in all of our years with Lancôme here at